What is happening? I am Minnesota Vikings man 28, and we're here for week 7 predictions. Week 7, people. We are close to halfway there, so this the season is very moving fast. So we got to make the most of it. So um, last week went 9-6. Not too bad. I like that. Overall, I am 58, 33, and 2. So very, very good. And hopefully continuing that this week. This week was I mean, the most difficult to do this week. Lots of very good games. And I'm gonna explain those three. I'll mention those 3 games once I get to them a little bit more in depth. So yeah, let's go. Thursday night football. We got the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. Um, oh boy, this is not a game that only Broncos fans and Cardinals fans are gonna watch, right? I'm going with the Denver Broncos on this one. You know, Case Keenum almost beat the Los Angeles Rams last week. I mean, wow. And then the Cardinals, yeah, I was close to the end with the Vikings, but I just won't. One of their touchdowns was by defense, so really they only scored 10 points on offense, so not really good by them. I think they're gonna run over the Arizona Cardinals because Latavius Murray did a very good job on the Cardinals, but I wouldn't say Latavius Murray. You know, I wasn't expecting Latavius Murray to have that big of a game, and he's not even our best running back. So definitely Broncos should literally run over the Arizona Cardinals. Next we have, is this a London game? I'm guessing. I guess I'm looking at this like it's a morning game. So we got Titans and Chargers. Titans. I don't know what's been happening with them, but they just fallen off after weeks ago when they beat the Eagles. Now they're just so and the Chargers are looking amazing. So I'm picking the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers, not the San Diego Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. So next we have the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars, they, pretty much almost got, blown out by the Cowboys. Seriously, against the Cowboys, they want to rebound, and this is a division opponent. Teams usually do, teams like to do good with rebounds against division opponents, and Jaguars know the Texans very well. Texans, got a little close with the Bills, right? Right. I think it was with the Bills. Let me just check. Yeah. The Bills. No, and ugh. So I have to go with the Jaguars on this one because defense wins championships. Next we have the Browns and the Buccaneers. Buccaneers almost beating the Atlanta Falcons on that trick play that Deshaun Jackson just couldn't get. But Buccaneers defense is terrible. The Browns didn't do so good against the Chargers. Um, picking, I'm gonna pick the Browns. Um, I don't know why, but I see potential in them. I'm giving the Browns a chance here. So over the Bucks. I think it's possible. I don't think they're reverting back yet. They're taking steps forward. So I'm picking the Cleveland Browns. Next we have the Panthers and Eagles. One of the 3 games I really need to talk about. This was very, very difficult. Now, when you look at the experts, overwhelmingly say Eagles. Now, I did pick the Eagles, but I have my own reasons. Reason one, they're at home. That makes a big difference. When you're at home, you have an advantage. Also, the Eagles just came off a win against a division opponent, the New York Giants. Now, it wasn't toughest opponent, but yeah. And the Panthers lost to the Redskins. Couldn't tackle old man Peterson. I mean, I love Adrian Peterson, but I wasn't expecting him to almost get 100 yards against that Carolina defense. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, that's why I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles in this game. Should be a very good matchup. So, yeah, Eagles. Next, we have the Vikings and Jets. I mean, seriously. You know who I'm gonna pick. You know how easy this game should be. Should be. I know that I think the Jets have won 2 straight at home. I think this is their third straight at home, third game at home, which is crazy. But I'm picking I'm picking the Vikings. I'll explain in a future episode the 3 key matchups and why it's going to be easier than what people think. So yeah. Next we have the Patriots and the Bears. Now this is not one of the top 3 games I had circled, but if I had to pick a fourth one, this one would definitely be it. Patriots, um, a win over Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs going into Soldier Field against the Bears, who lost to Brock Osweiler. Now the Bears really want to revenge that loss against Brock Osweiler, and who wouldn't? That's the most embarrassing thing ever. I'm taking the New England Patriots, but Bears could easily win. I just like Tom Brady better. Patriots. Bills, Colts. Out of Vinatieri. Hopefully you get that record on Sunday, because better to do it at home than on the road. Next we have the Bengals. No wait, Bengals and Chiefs. Sorry, I printed this out before the season began, so I need to skip. I'm going to skip that for Sunday Night Football. Lions and Dolphins. Lions. I mean, they're always in it. They have their ups and downs in games. Dolphins, very lucky win against the Chicago Bears. Brock Osweiler was playing amazing. But really, I think you only really can have one of those games from Brock Osweiler. I just like the Detroit Lions better. I mean, Matthew Stafford versus, Brock Osweiler, or it's going to be Ryan Tannehill, whoever it is. I'm picking the Lions. Next we have the Saints and the Ravens. Another game, the second game I circled. Saints and Ravens, man. Great offense versus a great defense. Saints, I mean, I don't know what their stat in terms of, they have the number 3 offense while the Ravens have the number 1 defense. Now, there's an old saying as it goes in these types of games against 2 great teams. And and hopefully a lot of you guys know what this is, but I'll just say it just to review who I picked. It's defense wins championships, and that's why I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. I know it's Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, Michael Thomas, but they're playing in Baltimore against the Ravens defense, number 1 defense. So yeah, I'm going with the Birds, the Purple Birds, on this one. Next we have Cowboys and Redskins. Should be closer than what people expect, but I mean, not in my opinion. Not. I don't know. I'm picking the Redskins. Cowboys got lucky win against the Jaguars, who just had an off day for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, and the Redskins have been doing good. Using Adrian Peterson, my favorite player, efficiently. Alex Smith not playing too bad, but they should be able to beat the Cowboys. Next we have the Rams and 49ers. Oh boy, this should be a massacre, but who knows? We thought the Green Bay Packers and 49ers were going to be a massacre. Packers have had a very good offense, as like the Rams, and they have a bad defense, just like the Rams have a bad defense, just like the Packers. But I feel like this could be the blowout game that we expect. So I'm picking the Los Angeles Rams. Now we get to Sunday Night Football, Bengals and Chiefs, and I circled this. Just big ol' circle on this. I'm picking. Well, no. Let's get to this first. Bengals have been very good. Very surprising this season. Chiefs lost their first game to the New England Patriots. I think after a loss to a very good team, the Chiefs are going to come back and win. Now, I know the Bengals came off a... Wait, did they... Came off a loss against Steelers and want to revenge that, but against the Chiefs in Kansas City, not going to happen. Kansas City is my pick. Next and finally, we got Monday Night Football. A stinker of a game. The Giants and the Falcons. It's in Atlanta. Eli Manning sucks. Their offensive line sucks. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see Julio, Sanu going all over, catching here, catching there. Matt Ryan getting touchdowns. It's gonna be the Atlanta Falcons all the way. So those are my picks for Week 7. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28. And as always, Skol.